So after a pretty miserable winter, it's great to obviously see blue skies and sunshine, and really nice to be outdoors again, hitting some boards. Done a lot of work this winter indoors and obviously got a hell of a lot out of that. You know, there's nothing nicer than getting down on the turf and sort of seeing if what I've worked on over the winter is starting to come to fruition a little bit. Just really, you know, what are you thinking about to start the season? I go back very much to basics, you know, work on those fundamentals of grip, posture, alignment, ball position. Just make sure that I'm comfortable with where I am with that. Swing wise, what I've generally sort of seen over the winter is I've started to get a little bit of sort of disconnection going away from the ball. And with that as well, just when I do that, is just sort of leaning a little bit of weight into my lead side. So what I'm just trying to feel at the minute is a little bit of an earlier wrist set, okay? So get that club working up nicely on plane, but also at the same time just feeling that I just shift a little bit more weight into this sort of right hip area. And they're my sort of two key thoughts. And, you know, I would advise just one or two things at a time to work on, and then once you've covered those off and you're happy with what you see, and you can then start to move on to something else. So once I get over the ball, I'm just, you know, I'm using alignment rods on the ground just to help my basics. I'm comfortable with my ball position, the way I'm gripping it. And then from here, I would just try and sort of feel a rehearsal, get that sort of club on plane where I want to feel it, but also feeling that I'm just turning into this right hip area a little bit. And then once I get over the ball after those rehearsals, I'm just going to pull the trigger. And generally, you know, pretty nice shot there. I'll just keep working on those sort of key things for the next few days, and then we'll move on to something else after that. So great time of year to be out working on basics. So we look forward to seeing you at the golf club and on the range very soon.